And some of those days he's coming in his Zonderwunsch ST.
Yeah.
That he drives to work, does a day's work, and then he drives home, sticks it on the drive.
They live and breathe Porsche.
There's nothing subtle about it. Why not go for a loud colour? I know my word, it's a loud
It's
colour.
pretty well the loudest colours you can get. So we recently took part in Charger Experience. So it was all about giving customers knowledge of the real world of the electrics.
Yeah, and it was really nice actually, because it was Porsche that had this idea and they put the sort of campaign forward to the centres. And it was great, you know, Simon and Ian took it on board and it was a great insight for staff. I mean, unfortunately, not every staff member could do it, but yeah, I mean, it was amazing to experience and live with these cars.
Yeah, it's like a lot of the focus on like the customer facing staff members. So those that spend the most time talking with customers, they could get that knowledge, that real world experience. It's not just of like, oh, we've heard this or we've heard that. It's, I have experienced this. This is what I think. This is how you solve that issue or whatever. So it's to give those staff members the confidence and the knowledge in the real world experience of living with a electric Porsche.
Yeah, so they gave us, we had a Taycan for a couple of days, and then we also got Macan Electric. So we got a good comparison between different size cars that sort of suit different needs, but both electric. So we got to deal with the challenges, and we were set challenges as well. So.
Yeah. So there was some where some of the staff members went on long trips, like to Reading training. Simon, our centre principal, took it all the way to Stuttgart and back for a conference, and it really highlighted. Obviously, we're talking about the real world, like the challenges, but we're saying challenges, but also the upsides massively, like the performance, the handling, the just comfort, all those bits that they can then comfortably talk with customers about. And but also when they're out there charging, they're experiencing charging and what that was like. And then if a customer came in, they could give that information. And we must have done a good job, because we got celebrated by Porsche.
Yeah, I mean, that was really nice. It was based on sort of the content that we got from our staff, videos, feedback we did, and we submitted that to Porsche, and yeah, they seemed to like it. Yeah. So.
And you can watch all those videos on our YouTube channel and on our website. There's a page dedicated to all the information. And it wasn't just all about those things, but you took the cars on track as well at our Croft Track Day.
Yeah, that was quite nice to drive them a little bit more spiritedly. And it's like the whole brand. They're still Porsches. Like, they drive superb no matter what they are, whether they're powered by electric or an engine. Yeah, the handling, how they perform sort of close to the limit is great. It's good fun.
Talking about, obviously, this is more like centre specific. We've got some really cool approved cars in at the minute. That one really caught my eye in the showroom this morning, which you couldn't miss. It was an acid green GT3 RS.
Oh yeah, what an amazing colour. So when these cars first came out, the 992, you got like your standard colours and you got paint to sample, which are a bit more bespoke and give a wider option to choose from at a cost. But you can end up with like a really unique one of one car potentially. And I always thought 3RS is such a flamboyant car in the way it looks now. There's nothing subtle about it. Why not go for a loud colour? I know my word, it's a loud colour.
It's pretty well the most loudest colours you can get. And but that's the thing, is like there's through the Porsche system now, the PTS, there's so like over 200 and something colours now that you can select, and that isn't not without going like completely bespoke and having your own colour done. But it's great that these options are available. But yeah, that car just really, really stands out, and it's always quite unique. Everyone in the centre sort of picks up on when something that special comes in, and to take it through our sell it and then resell it through the approved side. It's just really great feeling to sort of see these cars come through.
Yeah, and we're pretty privileged. I mean, every couple of weeks we get new stock of something that's pretty special or nice to look at, whether it's a GT car or like something where the options have been configured really, really nicely. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, that's awesome to have that in the showroom. Black wheels, it goes with the black sort of like the body kit where it's got the black accents on it. Yeah, it really pops. Yeah. So hopefully it doesn't sell too quick, because I quite like looking at it.
But like I say, we have other stuff in there. What's one that's just sold recently through our approved was a Spider with a matte PPF on, which looked, and it had like Martini Racing tartan seat centers that the customer had done, which I thought, I wasn't sure about it. I saw it in person. I was like, oh, it's really, really quite cool. That. And it's like these unique things that our customers spec on the cars and do on the cars, which is really cool to see.
Yeah, I think because the customers are so used to cars being customizable, some customers, it's not enough just leaving the factory in a certain state. They then go, well, hang on, I can get seat cushions different. I can get maybe stickers or stripes or Porsche logos done in different colours. It's great to see. Why not? It makes it even more bespoke. Yeah, it might not be how it left the factory, and we will always have the option where when we take a car, we can reverse it back to standards. But if it looks good, why not keep it and offer it to the next owner?
Yeah. And if you want to have it factory and done completely bespoke, you can go the Sonderwunsch route, which a few of our customers have done, and our owners did as well with their 911 ST, which they recently took on a European trip around all the mountain passes and things like that, which I think is just really cool. It's like you've got owners of your business who are just so invested in the brand, they love the brand, and they just delve into it. And the car as well, the car that they've spec with the factory doesn't just sit there.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the time, so this is like a very rare car to start with being an ST, and then it's on the Sonderwunsch, so it's completely custom, so it's a one of one. And a lot of people say, oh, it'll be a garage queen, it'll just sit and not be driven. But for it to be cruising around the French Alps and being driven properly, because it's a 6-speed manual at the end of the day, yeah, amazing. It come back after, what was it, a week or so, and it was pretty dirty. It's got ceramic wheels, which are basically white wheels, and they were not white anymore. And now it's been cleaned up by the valet team. It's sat in the showroom. It looks box fresh. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's great. And I think definitely with something like that, though, the PPF in it, getting some sort of cover protection on it is definitely the way to go. But yeah, and it's great, like you say, it's not just sat in a garage, like sort of being there to look at and sort of holding out for resale. It's being used, it's being driven, it's being sort of appreciated by them owning it, but also it's out there on the road for people to see it, and that next generation to look at it driving past going, wow, look at that. And I want a Porsche.
Yeah, and from like an outsider perspective, people might think that Ian and Simon owning the dealership just have pick of any GT, RS car, whatever they want. And it's not, I mean, I guess it's true if they really want to, but we are here to provide cars to our customers. And this was an opportunity where they could take an ST for themselves. And as a father and son that have had a business since 1957, working for the brand, and it's a car that they're going to keep many years to come. So yeah, why not? It's nice.
Yeah, because that's the thing. We are the oldest Porsche centre in the country. Their family business has been Porsche since 1957, like you say, and the actual family business goes back to 1800s. And it's only recently that they've started to really like sort of have an actual car and to get that opportunity and to just really, because they live and breathe Porsche basically at the end of the day. Like Ian is very stepped back a bit from the day to day in the realms of like Simon's taking over as centre principal, but he's in his mid-70s and he's still coming in 4 days a week and still delving into the band. He lives and breathes this place.
And some of those days he's coming in his Sonderwunsch ST.
Yeah.
That he drives to work, does the day's work, and then he drives home and sticks it on the drive.
He uses it as a daily drive.
Yeah.
It's a commuting car.
And then other weeks it sits in the showroom for a couple of weeks, and then other weeks it's in the French Alps. It's perfect.
And I really hope we can show it off to customers a bit more, because we recently did the first Renntag, which is German for Race Day. So this is one of our events that we worked with Wheels Up North, who do a lot of like big car meets and car events in Leighton Hall, just near our centre. We had over 300 cars on display, over 2,000 people in attendance, and that was just the first time it's run. And to see that commitment to the Porsche brand and the passion of the enthusiasts and just the owners that attended on that day, I can't wait to see something like that grow and grow, because we don't have a lot of that in the north. You have a lot in the south with Box and Gas Megaphonics. You have a lot of stuff at like Bicester Heritage, obviously Goodwood Festival of Speed, all sorts of stuff. There's nothing really much in the north, especially the northwest.
Yeah, definitely. It was nice to be a part of it, and the fact that if it does grow and grow, that we will have been there from the start. I mean, Leighton Hall was a lovely venue, really pretty, and it's only around the corner, so it was absolutely ideal for us as a centre. And it'd be cool to just get like a wider known knowledge of the event and see what other cars sort of come out of the garages and turn up, because you never know what people have got.
What would you like to see? What is your dream in the Porsche world? Like, what would you love to see that you haven't had the opportunity to?
Yeah, I mean, what I'd own would be something a bit more modern, but 959. I mean, I just think they're a cool car because they were the first like kind of like hypercar back in the day, where the technology really got pushed. I mean, I was really lucky recently. I was down at Reading, which is the head office for some training, and I'd mentioned this, and the guy was like, "Right, go in the workshop, and you'll see there's 2 in there actually being serviced at the minute." And just like the technology on the car, like you poke around it, you think, why the hell do the brake lines look like that? And it's the technology they were running in different bits and pieces. So yeah, it's a cool car.
So it's coming up to the end of 2025. Got Christmas coming up soon. So next year is going to be a bit of an exciting one. We've got some new models coming.
Yeah, so I mean, it's kind of half launched now, but the official launch is very soon for Cairn Electric. But we've not seen it yet in the flesh. We haven't seen McCann GTS Electric, but that's now available to order. That's a cool looking car. Love a GTS.
Yeah, so it'd be cool to see those in centre, get behind the wheel. We'll hopefully do some videos on those when they come through. We'll bring it to everybody out there. Yeah, to see those. We'll have some great events next year, hopefully as well. Got Rentag will be coming back, as we spoke about before. Our track days coming back, doing another European trip. We'll hope to try and do some cars and coffee meets at the centre, which should be quite cool, get everyone involved in. But yeah, and obviously coming up to Christmas and the end of the year, it's going to be the end of our last year being number 1 Porsche in the country, because it all restarts again. So hopefully we're going to try and fight for it again.
Yeah, we have like internally it's like a balanced scorecard. So between all the centres, you're ranked by Porsche, and there's loads of like parameters you have to meet, from not just customer service and feedback and that. It's hitting targets and fulfilling workshop hours, and there's absolutely all sorts. And it's really important to us as a centre. Like, we put a lot of pride in getting up the scale and getting towards that number 1 spot. Last year we achieved it, which was amazing. I think Simon was like unbelievably proud. So we're in coming up to the last month where we'll
can say we're number 1 unless we get it again.
Yeah, we can't do any more. So hopefully, we'll do the best we can. If we end up number 1 again, that'd be the first time it's ever happened. 2 years on the trot. If we don't, then.
And considering we're a single centre, family-run business, oldest Porsche centre, to be able to achieve that is just great feeling. And I think everyone at the centre sort of felt that and how important it was. And hopefully, we can drive on into 2026. So that was Let's Talk Porsche, the podcast. Join us again next time.